Okay, our first class will be an introduction to human element. Okay, the human element um, is grouped into four. Okay, into four groups. That is the air, the earth, the water, and the fire. Now, what are these elements? Now, these elements are the elements that accompanies the zodiac sign that shows a person's trait or energy. Okay, so every human is connected to these four elements, and this is what exposes the energy that is in you, the energy that you carry. Now, if you understand this element or your human element by yourself, you will be able to control certain things, if not everything in your life. Now, some persons don't even know their zodiac signs, let alone understanding their element. Now, this element is what proves your energy, what proves your source. Let's use the the water element for an example. Now, if you ever heard that you are a water person, you are connected to the waters, check your element because your element will reveal it to you. Now, some of the questions that comes to mind is that can somebody have more than one element? Now, the truth is that we all have only one element, but then you can be connected to other elements and you can also make use of all the elements. Stay with me. Now, if you are the element of air, earth, fire, water, you have to understand how this element works. How do I discover my element first? When you go to ChatGPT, for instance, you type your date of birth or you start with this prompt. What is the zodiac sign, element, and life path number of someone born in so 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 date? So you state the day, the month, and the year. Then ChatGPT will give you analysis, everything that you have to understand about your zodiac sign and your element. Now, this teaching is important for you to know because this is what exposes you to your energy, for you to understand your personality, your traits. Now, in spirituality, how does it help you? If your element is air, you should know how to use air for your own benefit. It helps you when you pray. You understand how to pray using your energy. So if your energy is air, you need to learn how to connect to the energy of air. If your energy is element, sorry, is earth, you need to learn how to connect with the earth when you make certain spiritual works or certain spiritual problem. If it is water, you need to learn how to use water. So the idea of knowing your element helps you in whatever spiritual thing that you want to do. It helps you. It helps you to operate in a higher frequency because when you connect with your element, result is inevitable. You can't go wrong. If your element is earth and you know how to pray, how to manifest whatever you want to manifest using your element, it makes it easy for you. You will no longer be praying like someone who lacks knowledge, but you will pray with so much understanding. I hope it's making sense to you. So, first, discover your element in case you don't know your element yet. I've told you how to do that. Go to ChatGPT and put the prompt, sorry, just like I said it. Insert the prompt, and ChatGPT will run down everything. Take your time, read. You will see the mirror of your life in those prompts. Do you understand? So this is just a background on the element. I'm going to teach you guys how to use your element. Now, let me say this before I continue. Some of the practical things I will be teaching is just to give you an idea of how to use your element. You don't just stop on the teachings that I did. You have to develop yourself. Use your intuitions, use your instincts. There is a higher being in your inside. Learn how to listen. If you are a water element, I'm only going to teach one or two ways to use water to manifest things. Others are things you will do for yourself. Now, listen and understand this. You don't need to learn much from outsiders. You have to understand what your spirit is directing you to do. You can wake up and your spirit is telling you, put water in a glass, light candle beside the water, and pray. Now, after prayers, whatever the spirit in you said you should do with the water, do it. If it's directing you to wash your face or to pour it in your bathing water or to drink it or to use it to pour libation outside, it's up to you. So, the essence of this teaching is for you to have mastery of yourself, mastery of your spirit. Learn how to take charge of your body and your energy. Then you will start flowing in a certain frequency. I hope it's making sense to you. So, the essence of this class is not just to teach you how to do this, how to do that. Then you stop only based on what I have taught you. No. Growth is when you are able to create your own spiritual work for yourself, for your children. When your child is having certain kind of dilemma or an attack, you should be able to know what to do using their own element. They are your kids, so you should discover their element, their energy by yourself as a mother, as a father. Okay, so you use their element to banish whatever thing that they are going through at the moment. I hope you understand this. So let me give you a rundown quickly. Element of air. Let's start with the element of air. If you are the element of air, how do you make manifestations using air? Now, you should understand one of the things you need is natural breeze. Natural breeze. Yes. So, where does your strength lie? Your strength lies in the field, in the park, in the gardens. Now, when you have to make some manifestations, always go to the gardens, always go to the fields, always go to where you will receive fresh air. So when you go in those environments, start making your declarations, start calling things that be not as though they were, and you will see manifestation. Because in those environments, there is a soft air, soft wind that will connect with your energy, with your spirit, because you are air element. Do you understand what I'm saying? So those are the things. What you will do there, your spirit will direct you. Do I have to go with a bottle of water there? Do I have to light a candle there? Whatever your spirit speaks to you, directs you to do it. If there is no direction, you just have to go there, sit and make your utterances, command things, call things forth. Do you understand? Now, if you want to do this kind of manifestations at home, how do I get wind? You open up the doors, open up your windows like Daniel did on the fan and start commanding, start calling things. Do you understand? And also, you manifest when you write your whatever you want to manifest, whatever you want to banish or manifest, you burn them and blow them into the air. So I'm giving you ideas. The rest you will figure it yourself because there are so many ways to make use of the air, like the airbenders. I hope you're catching it. Now, if you are fire, element of fire, what are you going to do? Of course, you know you should always light a candle. You need candle. Sometimes you will need a fireplace, like make firewood. Let the fire burn. As the fire is burning, you are making declarations. If there are things you do not want in your life, you write them in a sheet of paper and burn it while the fire is burning. Okay? And you make your declarations. You speak the things you want to burn out and you speak the things you want to call forth. Because until the gold goes into the fire, it does not refine. So fire refines things. So if you want to be refined, know how to use fire. So always learn how to use candles. Let me add this. When it comes to using candles, you have to understand the use of candles. These are things you can research for yourself. I am air element. I am fire element. What color of candles resonates with my element? You will find that ChatGPT will tell you. Then you start using that particular color of candle plus white. Okay. Now it doesn't mean you can't use all the candles. You can, because every candle has what it represents, all the colors of the candle. So one of these days I'm going to teach that, but it's not part of this class. I hope you understand. Now, water element. Of course, when you hear water, you should know that water should be present in everything you are doing. It's either you are home using a jar of water, a glass of water, bowl of water, but make sure you are always using something that is either transparent or white. Transparent or white to do your manifestations, to take your water. Always, once in a while, if you have opportunity, go to a flowing river. Go to a flowing river, make your supplications. So, whatever your spirit leads you to go there with, let me say this, for any reason, if you go to the river, to the sea, don't throw things into the water. Whatever you go there with, please drop them or throw them by the seashores or by the bushes around, except money. Except money. For some kind of prayers, you can drop wine into the water. You can drop Fanta into the water. But every other thing, please don't drop them into the water, because you will be polluting the water. Right? So, earth element, of course, when you hear earth, you should know that whatever you want to manifest, the earth has to be present. Meaning, if you want to pray, most times you can go outside barefooted, get grounded, let your two legs be on the earth while you are making manifestations. Okay, if it's in your house, you can use a bucket and fill up earth, or a plastic, fill up earth, put it by your altar, so that when you pray, there is presence of earth around you. You can do your libation inside that bucket in your altar, or that plastic of earth in your altar. So the rest you figure out how to use your element. So when you start these things, I'm telling you, your intuitions will open. Your spirit guide will be awakened to know, oh, this person has woken up. They will start ministering to you. They will start giving you directions, what to do and what not to do. So that is the introduction to your elements. So you have to understand this, figure out how it works. I've given you the backgrounds, and this is what you need. The rest you can find out. Do research on yourself. Now, these things are out there and they are working, but they will tell you this thing is an astrological thing and all of that. I have used them so much that they are working for me. Now, you can master all the four elements and use them to your advantage. When you start using the four elements to your advantage, that is when the fifth element is unconsciously introduced to you. Of course, some of you do not know that there's a fifth element, which is the spirit element. It's called spirit element. So your ability to step into these four elements and use them for your benefit introduces you or launches you to spirit element. That is when you begin to operate like a spirit. Do you understand that? So that is all for the element. So if you have your question, please drop your questions. Okay.